Well, it's Saturday morning, the first Saturday in October, and I have to say October is definitely a busy month for us here at Yorktown Ghost Walks, as well as Virginia Paranormal Investigations, because this is when everybody turns their attention to ghosts and hauntings and scary stories. And for an example, this week on Thursday night, I gave a book talk out there at the Tab Library, talked about the Ghosts of Yorktown, a haunted tour guide, and did a book signing. Then last night, we had 2 back-to-back tours that I led. And now, Saturday morning, I'm heading back down to Yorktown for the wine festival. We're going to set up a table there. We're going to talk to people about the ghost tours, hopefully sell some tickets, sell some books. And then after the wine festival, 2 more tours are scheduled, one for 7:30 and one for 9:30. So I'm hoping when we go down here, what I want to do is first find some breakfast, because I kind of like to sleep in on Saturday, so I never get up with enough chance to eat before heading out the door. I just figure, I'm on the road. Hopefully I'll have some time on the road to grab something to eat. If not, gotta skip it. But I'm thinking there's a Hardee's or a Dunkin' Donuts along the way. Might have to stop at one of these places for some breakfast before going down to the festival to set up. So I ended up having to go with Taco Bell, surprisingly enough. Now, Taco Bell isn't the first place you think of for breakfast, but I ended up going with this breakfast scrambler. It's got sausage, egg, and cheese in it, I think. The thing was, Hardee's, the line was wrapped around the building, and then Dunkin' Donuts, the parking lot was full, so I figured either of those might be slow options, kind of in a hurry. And I never tried Taco Bell's breakfast. A lot of people don't think about it. So I figured I would give it a go and see what it's all about. Now, they also have hash browns that look like this. So I'm eager to give their hash browns a try too, as I am kind of a connoisseur, if you will. And there we are, tearing into this breakfast scrambler. You can see it looks slightly amazing, and it actually tastes really good. This is one of the better breakfast burritos that I've had. And the cool thing about it, it's not too messy. It's very easy to eat while you're on the go. That's a good burrito. And it's certainly a beautiful day up here in Yorktown, looking out over the battlefields. It actually feels like fall. 68 degrees. Slight breeze, hopefully it's not going to be too windy. And once again, it is a beautiful day here in Yorktown. I said earlier it's the first weekend of fall, and it feels like fall. It's 68 degrees, there's a nice breeze. I got here about 45 minutes ago, finished setting up the tent, and came up here above the bluffs to park with the vendor parking. And the breeze, it's not, a lot of times when you set up, especially on the waterfront, the wind is so bad that it keeps blowing the tent up and blowing stuff off the table, and it doesn't seem like it's that bad today. It actually just seems like a light breeze. I've had the stuff sitting on the table, no problems so far. Like I said, it's only been about 45 minutes since I set up. So we're gonna go down and we're gonna check out the wine festival area. There's still a couple minutes of setup here, but here we are at the Yorktown Ghost Walks table, almost set up completely. A couple of the books for sale.
Chris Paranormal. He's our managing partner for both of the wineries. And Paranormal's located on everyday manner. Oaks on the backside of the an old 1765 plantation. When you get up here, just tell them that on the second wine.
Road to Boston. Turkish March. That's how I roll.
Look at this ice trailer. That is quite a bit of ice. And you can rent this thing. How cool is that? Rent the holiday ice truck. We got to get a picture with that. All right, so Linda's with us.
Yes, I made it.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's quite crowded today. It's actually beautiful weather for it. A little bit cool. There's a nice breeze blowing, but not whipping wind like there has been in the past events. So it's actually perfect. And we've got quite a crowd around some of the tents. We're hoping that they migrate over to our tent and come and take a ghost tour, because they're awesome ghost tours. A little bit of history, a lot of information, a lot of ghost stories involved, and all of it is real. All of it is actual reports. This is not stuff that is made up, for the sake of drama or theatrics. So come on down. Make sure that you take a ghost tour. YorktownGhostWalks.com.
So here we have Fido homemade dog treats.
Yeah, welcome to the wine festival.
Yeah,
So
this is an
anyway,
awesome festival too.
So we got dog treats here for a lot of my regulars that want to come by. We're out of Newport News. We're at the farmers markets all the times on Saturdays and stuff, and they're the best cookies ever because they're slobberlicious.
That's awesome.
So come out and check us out.
And I have to say, I'm a big Scooby-Doo fan. I see the little Scooby-Doo sitting over here.
Oh yeah.
That's awesome. With the paranormal and everything, I grew up on that.
And Scooby goes everywhere with us.
That's cool. So you make all these?
Yeah.
That must take quite a bit of time.
Yeah. Everything's hand rolled and hand cut.
That's awesome. I got 2 big dogs that would probably love some of this stuff.
Absolutely.
Get busy. Hopefully they'll behave. So far.
More than glass. More than glass. And this is cool. I was looking at your booth earlier. Do you hand paint all these?
I do.
This is amazing, and it's the perfect time. I love the Halloween ones with the witch and the pumpkins. The trees. These are neat.
Brothers and sisters are over there if you know who they are.
Oh, from Hocus Pocus. Look at that. That's really cool. These pumpkins are really neat too, and I like the scarecrow bottle. That's awesome. So I was walking around a little bit, and of course the dog treats look pretty good. I wanted to eat some of them myself. They're all handmade, baked. And then there's a place over here called More Than Glass that I just checked out. You got to go see. They have all these different wine glasses, and they're painted up with witches and ghosts. She hand paints everything.
Wow.
And then there's bottles. She has like wine bottles that have ghosts on them and stuff like that too.
Cool.
Pretty neat.
Nice little decorative thing.
Yeah, a lot of Halloween stuff over there.
That's cool. I'll have to check it out.
Yeah, but I think I'll come back here and man the booth for a little bit, sit down, and then maybe walk around, check out a couple more vendors.
Yeah.
And of course, next to us here, the wine vendors are very busy with all the wine tastings. And over here they have French wine, German wine. I was wondering if they had Italian wine over there.
I don't think so. At least not at this particular booth.
Right, but I know where we can get some.
Where?
Yeah.
Food Lion? Food Lion.
Vincenzo.
That's right, Vincenzo. Yes, he makes his own wine.
Yes, he does. He makes it in his bathtub.
For those for those of you that don't know, that's Jeff's father's neighbor, old Italian guy, and yes, he brings over some wine for us to taste, and a lot of it is very good. So but he brings it over at like 11 o'clock in the morning and expects us to drink a whole bunch of it, and that's a little early for me to be drinking anything, but I know it's he just wants us to taste it, so it's cool.
Yeah, we need to get him a booth down here at the wine festival next year, maybe. I don't know. So I don't know if I mentioned earlier my shirt. I'm here for the booze, not the wine, and we have some pretty cool things here. Now, this is the debut of the official Bigfoot support ribbon, and the colors are brown and orange. You can't really see them in the video here. And it says, "I support Bigfoot." The reason this is because all the proceeds from these ribbons are going to support our Bigfoot expedition that we're taking in November. Now, what's really cool is if you look in the center of the ribbon there, we have Bigfoot's face peeking out of the ribbon. That's artwork that was done by Linda and incorporated into this ribbon. So this is another thing that we have for sale here at our booth, along with, of course, like I said, copies of the books and tickets for tonight's tour. And keeping with the paranormal theme, I also have my alien socks, which has the UFO, or the flying saucer, beaming up a cow. So we got a whole theme going here. We got aliens, we got Bigfoot ribbons, and of course, ghosts.
Well behaved. Stays right close to you.
Look at him. What kind of dog is he?
He's a schnauzer, standard schnauzer, but he's
Is that the standard size? Is that the standard size for them, or do they usually get?
He's all. He's supposed to be like 36 pounds. He's like 64.
Oh man, he's
so
a
he's a
big
little bigger
one.
than he should be. And it's all muscle, in case you're wondering.
Yeah, I love the beard. Yep, he found the dog treat booth, that's for sure.
That's pretty good. I mean, that's saying something if the dog prefers to come to your booth, your dog treat booth,
Yeah.
opposed to any of the other booths.
He doesn't seem to want to take a ghost walk, that's for sure.
Maybe he thinks they're too
All right, they're here to pick me up. Hey, you're passing me.
That must have been the wedding party that we saw earlier. Everybody was cheering for the bride and for the bridesmaids, but they picked a heck of a time to have a wedding down here at the freight shed.
Yeah,
So-
they sure did with the wine festival going on. Maybe it's a good thing. I don't know.
So here we have some cheese sticks. These are the bacon variety. He also sells the spicy ones. They're from Rockahawk Farms, and that's in Lenexa, Virginia. And I guess he's trying to get rid of his stock. So he was nice enough to come over and give us some, which is cool because we're kind of hungry. And these are good. They're not going to upset your stomach or anything before the ghost tours. So definitely have to check out Rockahawk Farms.
That's right, and I have to check out one of these cheese sticks.
Yep, and they do have rockahawkfarm.com, so you can go on there and look at their website.
That sounds good. So we broke down at the wine festival, and I have to say it was a pretty eventful day. We got to meet a lot of people, sell some books. We got to sell some tickets to the Ghost Walks. So we have some pretty full tours coming up tonight. Now our first tour is going to start in about an hour. So the goal now is to find something to eat. And food sometimes at the wine festivals, it's a little expensive. But not only that, we didn't want to eat too early and then be hungry again at dinner time. So we're looking for some dinner to eat, and I think we're going to end up at Arby's. Maybe going through the drive-thru, not sure if I'll have time to go in there and eat, and then back down to Yorktown. I have to say I do like the decor here in the Yorktown Arby's. All these scenes from Yorktown. It's pretty unique. Now, of course, I had to play it safe and go with the classic roast beef sandwich because I'm going to be walking and talking for the next 3 hours. I didn't want to go with anything that's going to be too hard on the stomach. But it is a double. Now, as the shadows fall over Yorktown, it definitely becomes a completely different place, a very eerie place, where many spirits are reported to linger. And tonight, I'm going to go out there on a lantern-led tour and explore the dark side of Yorktown. If you ever want to come down to Yorktown, definitely check out Yorktown Ghost Walks and come down and join us on a tour. Some people have caught some interesting pictures along the tour, and there have been some interesting experiences along the tour as well. This is one of those places that I believe is legit haunted. But it was a wonderful day at the wine festival, a beautiful day down here in Yorktown, and now I'm looking forward to an eerie night walking along Main Street on a lantern-led tour.